I think that just brings out the best in everybody.
Awesome. Now that NBA 2K21 is out, what are some of your initial thoughts, and are you looking forward to the competitive scene when it comes to NBA 2K21?
I'm always looking to the competitive scene. I like it. I was dribbling this year. I like the shooting. A lot of people complain about the shooting, but it's not.
Terrific shot of Nathan Phillips Square here in downtown. And with
hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Outside Lowry. Near the three-point line, it's VanVleet. Oh, good on that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Irving for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Lowry with the ball. And Ibaka kicks to Siakam. Pass to VanVleet. Now Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Ibaka finds VanVleet. Drops in the tray. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
Over to the wing. Back to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. Basket counts.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
They swipe it. Here's Siakam.
Whoa! Are you kidding me?
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
So it's Brooklyn now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Just 3 to shoot. The 3 from KD. The rebound by Ibaka.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's VanVleet. And a wide open look for Siakam. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Looking to end the run, and Durant finishes inside.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
VanVleet passes to Siakam. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jared Allen. Greg, is a broadcast. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And the basket by Lowry.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. 8-point game. From deep three-point range, they get it back.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Passes it to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now the Raptors moving it up. And the dunk by Powell.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now here's Irving. No points in the game yet for him. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
Back to Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Siakam. The shot comes out. Good D by Jordan. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
Raptors leading by 6. High post to Ibaka. Has to pop. Siakam against Prince. Great D that time from Jordan.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Chris Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Terrence Davis in for Kyle Lowry. And the Nets making a change here as well. Luwawu is checked in for Dinwiddie. A putback, and Gasol able to finish.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And they're scoring pretty well as we can. Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thoughts, reminiscing.
It was always a team, and I think we don't look at one player and say he's going to save us. You know, we got to save each other. We got to play for each other.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
There's Boucher out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Davis, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Nets trail by 4. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Here's Davis. After the basket by Brooklyn, inside, Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. And Luwawu gets it to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Nets trail by 4. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan. And Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to LeVert. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan. Now here's LeVert. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Offensive rebound. And there's the pass to Harris. Tries again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And then for Brooklyn, Allen's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Harris. Siakam's shot is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Anunoby sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. 5 on the clock. The high post shot. He gets that one. Irving's got 6 points.
You know, I like Irving's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available.
And Ibaka kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Allen, that's good.
Well, I like seeing Allen get this kind of position because you give him the rock there, and he can take care of the rest.
Back to Van Vliet. Down low. Ibaka, the pass to Anunoby. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Lowry has the open look. And a miss there on the triple. The Nets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Left side, KD. Outside, Irving. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Here's the 3. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie. He's got 11.
Boy, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. KD drives in. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Fast break, Toronto. Here's Anunoby. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
And here's Irving.
Yeah, and he plays a lot bigger than that 6-foot frame would suggest.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They've got a 3-point lead. Kenny, give us your two.
Well, you can see the comfortable.
And that's going to do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Nets with the lead. Here's Durant. That one good for 2.
Looking strong to the finish. When Durant locks in on scoring, nobody's stopping it.
Lowry looking around to the left side wing. And Ibaka slams it in.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And Brooklyn has possession. The Raptors getting the bucket.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season, and yet they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Nets leading by 6. Here's Dinwiddie, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate, and that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Stanley Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Thomas subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Johnson, and taken away by Johnson. And here comes Thomas, leading the fast break. Here's Siakam, and Siakam throws it down.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Here's Johnson. Pass to Prince. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Jordan, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Jordan dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Jordan, 6 to shoot. The rebound by Gasol, and there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Raptors trail by 7. Back to Van Vliet. On the wing, Johnson. The 3. Unable to get that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Prince's shot is good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Johnson. Powell, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Terrence Davis in for Fred Van Vliet. Luwawu is checked in for Brooklyn. Prince against Davis. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Here's Luwawu, defended by Gasol. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The shot by Jordan, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Passes to Powell. Misses the 3. Here's Harris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shoots the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got Powell. It's Boucher out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Davis in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Luwawu. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Allen with quick feet and showing you quick hands there. That allowed him to come up with that pilfer.
Powell, the pass to Gasol. Powell with it, kicks it to Davis. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Boucher. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Guarded by Harris. The shot by Powell, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Over to the left wing. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Lob pass to Gasol. And stolen by Harris. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Toronto grabs the miss.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Powell. Davis against Irving. Good work there as it goes.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Powell. Here's Gasol. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from Allen. KD drives in. Count that one.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. LeVert's checked in for the Nets. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Now here's Van Vliet. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Harris kicks to Allen. KD against Anunoby. Now Irving. Back to Durant. To the middle. Shoots over Anunoby. Irving. And staying with the play. Irving.
How about Irving showing you great energy there, just refusing to be boxed out.
That's tipped. And the pass to Ibaka. Lowry from outside. And Ibaka kicks to Lowry. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. The 3 from KD. But they'll get another chance. From deep. Rebound by Kyle Lowry. Raptors trail by 14. Here's Siakam. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And the insane athleticism of Siakam excels at probing inside and making the D get aggressive.
Free throw good. Siakam. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won most improved player in the league in 2019. And as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward. Rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Crawford dishes to Harris. It's tipped. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Nets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kyrie Irving.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Anunoby, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Johnson surveying the floor. The dish to Jordan. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Left side, Ibaka. And Lowry has it in the corner. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Prince. Harris outside. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
wasn't that bad to me. So it's really fun. I love this game right now. I've been playing it every day, all day. I'm just ready to, like you said, compete with my teammates in 2K21.
Yeah, I'm currently loving this game. The dribbling, I think it's 100 times better than last year. You know, the shooting's a little more rougher, but I kind of like it. You know, it gives like competitive edge that other games have that 2K hasn't really had in the past few years. But I think this year's game, it's the most complete 2K yet.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just welcome to 2K Sports. We have the DA.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. Now here is Irving. Here's Durant. Misses off the right iron.
Jesus surprises anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
And Al Horford, the 5-time All-Star, very much a leader on this team with his success in the league.
Yeah, Horford has always been a guy that passes the eye test. The numbers don't jump out, but he plays winning basketball. Great head for the game. Knows how to complement other stars.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Embiid against Dinwiddie. Here's Horford. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I mean, stellar work on the offensive glass. Embiid, I mean, his reach helps him track down many second chance opportunities.
A nice shot by KD.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Here is Harris after the made shot from KD. And that one, good. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
And so just over a minute and a half played. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. '76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Simmons. Allen with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's LeVert. This is to KD. Here's Irving. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
So smooth in everything he does. Irving will score the ball from anywhere.
Now the 76ers with it. Harris outside. 76ers moving the ball around. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Harris. Now the feed to Embiid. Simmons against Dinwiddie. 4 on the clock. Richardson, no luck. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets to the inside. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Irving. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's KD after Ben Simmons' bucket. Durant down low, guarded by Horford. Allen. Durant with a wide open look. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
A go-to shot for KD. I mean, his catch-and-shoot jumper is butter.
Harris passes to Richardson. Over Allen. Down low. Richardson, good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And the handles Irving possesses, I mean, unreal. The great Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas, told me Irving might have the best handles he's ever seen.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Caris LeVert. And it's Luwawu-Cabarrot in for Dinwiddie. Here's Embiid. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Burks finds Embiid. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Embiid's got 8 points.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Outside Irving. Pops it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
So here's Burks. The dish to Embiid. Great D that time from Jordan.
I don't think the D does good enough here. But something causes the miss.
Here's Irving. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Burks looking around. Inside. Stripped it away. Here's Luwawu with 1 on the clock. And there's the bucket as Irving finishes it off inside. He's got 11.
He's going to get it done all over the floor. Outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the...
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward. To the right side. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Rebound, Brooklyn. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Prince. And Harris wide open. He shoots. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Robinson. And then Robinson slams it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Well, growing up in Australia, Ben Simmons played lots of Australian rules footballs. When you watch him play, that's the toughness you see.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then Durant with the jam.
It's almost strange to see a player with Durant's height have that much speed on the drive. It gets him to the rim with ease.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The 76ers trail by 9. A baseline J, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, he's almost 7 feet tall. Simmons is a tough guard. I mean, you got to be careful not to get too physical.
Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It just mind-blowing. That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Horford gets the bucket.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
It's Durant on the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul. Korkmaz checked in for the 76ers. Simmons inside. Working on Allen. Horford, no luck.
Well, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Richardson the pass to Horford. Outside for Simmons. Here's Korkmaz. Simmons looking it over. Back to Korkmaz. 5 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Harris outside. No good on the triple. Nets leading by 9. And here they come. Oh, Dinwiddie in position. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Well, the big reason why they're in front is because they've been able to limit mistakes like that one.
And so Horford will bring it up for the 76ers. Harris outside. Richardson outside. Out left to the wing. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Durant, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Richardson.
Whether it's that sweep through or up fake, Durant has always been canny about luring defenders into fouls.
And the Nets making a change here. Luwawu's checked in. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Ben Simmons.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Luwawu, that one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers trail by 13. Richardson outside. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
You got to enjoy watching Durant finish strong. A ferocious competitor who's always looking to jam him when he has room to.
Korkmaz kicks to Embiid. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Richardson the pass to Embiid. Count it. Embiid's got 14 points for the game. 12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Allen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Such a force as Allen goes to the line. A real throwback. Jarrett is a center who primarily operates near the hoop.
And here now is Thibault. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Yeah, great job of getting the look.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 16 points. And
with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Lets it go from 14. Bucket is good. Irving's got the first bucket of the third here for the Nets.
On a night like this, Irving forces the D to step back and to take his medicine. They can't do anything about it. No hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert to easy.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
To the paint, here's Harris. Outside for Simmons. Horford has a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. Nets leading by 13. And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, he's a solid shot blocker now. It's thanks to his timing and great anticipation skill. It's not easy scoring on Horford.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Here's Luwawu. No good on the three.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their fourth miss in 5 attempts.
Harris with it. He's picked up by Irving. Harris looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Offline with his three. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Caris LeVert's checked in for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Milton's checked in. To the middle. Here's Embiid. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Embiid's got 18 points.
What amazing strength. Look, I love how Embiid fights his way through whatever the defense throws his way.
Irving drives in. That's out the key, Prince. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And stolen by Simmons. Harris passes to Richardson. Can't connect from short range.
And they continue to control the glass.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Harris, no good. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Simmons finds Embiid. On the wing, Harris to the paint. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Embiid. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jared Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Harris. Then for the 76ers, Mike Scott's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Simmons. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. And Robinson III comes in for Harris. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. And they pick up 2.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
To the inside, here's KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving is proven to be a sensational teammate.
Pass to Burks, right wing for 3. Allen with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Dinwiddie finds Durant. Nobody near Irving. That 3 off the mark.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
Well, 6 of their last 10 points coming off the fast break.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Durant launches from deep. Misses the deep three-point attempt. The 76ers trail by 9. Burks kicks to Thybulle. No good on the triple. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. And finished off by KD.
I mean, stretched, arms strong. Durant doesn't even need to jump, it seems, to throw it down. His athleticism, his height, his length is just unreal.
Robinson for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Brooklyn ahead. They're up by 11. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. No good from Durant. The 76ers trail by 11. Korkmaz passes to Scott. Over Irving. Inside, Horford. And it's Thybulle in the corner. And the call will be against Caris LeVert. That'll be his second foul of the game. Embiid, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Philadelphia with the ball. Pass to Thybulle. And here's Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the bucket. Embiid's got 22 points.
Proving once again how dominant he is. I mean, once Embiid gets rolling, it's like an avalanche.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Korkmaz kicks to Thybulle. Down low. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Joel Embiid.
Can't let Embiid get comfortable inside. When he's this close, he's adept at burning the defense.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
And no need to rush on a situation like that. That's just giving away a possession.
Harris is checked in for LeVert. And then for Philadelphia, Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Ben Simmons in for Burks. Outside, Simmons. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Irving. Outside for KD. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside. And the Nets lead by 9.
This is where Durant feasts. I mean, he can let it fly, and he has confidence.
Embiid finds Harris. Here's Horford. In the corner, Simmons with it. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Can't cash in from close range.
A good job.
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
That's how you get your boys on the bench going crazy. What an incredible dunk by Durant, who never ceases to amaze.
The pass to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Back to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
You gotta at least contest Simmons from the mid-range. I mean, he has the touch to be effective.
Simmons against Irving. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 24 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Oh, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
And Simmons kicks to Horford. To the paint. Outside for Simmons. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside Irving. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
The 76ers making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The deep 3 from Durant, and the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, it is insane that Durant shoots from behind the arc like it's a free throw. Just an easy motion from him that deep.
Low block shot on the way. Keeps it alive and staying with the play, Harris.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nets.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Karis LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Durant way outside. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And Durant gets it to go.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
From deep, Neto. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Durant feeling it out a bit. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, man, the versatility Durant offers, driving, spotting up, using his post game. I mean, he does it well.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and
all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K yet.
So looking ahead, any NBA 2K21 next-gen expectations for you guys? Have you guys talked about the next generation of NBA 2K?
I think everybody has. I'm ready for it. It's really the only game I'm looking forward to for next gen.
I really don't know what to expect. I'm just ready to play it. I'm gonna be playing all day, so yeah, I just can't.
Philadelphia. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. With the
growing together and staying healthy, two important parts. Thanks, DA. Here are the five for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the three, the small forward. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Inside, here's Harris. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Lowry against Simmons. And Lowry gets it to go.
And I thought he might get a call there. I thought it was pretty clear contact. But we know Lowry's not looking for the whistle. This guy's just looking to put points on the board.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. He kicks to Embiid. To the middle. Horford the pass to Richardson. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Simmons. Harris outside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Van Vliet outside. Back to Lowry. The pass to Anunoby. Here's Ibaka. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Now here's Van Vliet. And Lowry has it in the corner. Launches a three. And again, no good by Toronto.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Horford finds Simmons. Back to Horford. Embiid, the pass to Richardson. 6 to shoot. And Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big, shouldn't be able to move like that.
Raptors trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the inside, and stolen by Horford. In the corner, it's Richardson. Lets the three fly. That one's not going to go. And Toronto will come the other way. Siakam outside. To the paint. Here's Ibaka trying to end the drought. No good on the shot. Good D by Embiid. Lowry against Simmons. Harris looking it over. Richardson outside. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. The rebound by Ibaka. Raptors trail by 6. Now, Anunoby still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. To the left wing. Here's Siakam. Rebound by the 76ers.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
A 15-footer. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Richardson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Ben Simmons. And then for Toronto, Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Norman Powell comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Terrence Davis in for Fred VanVleet. Inside. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, the wingspan of Pascal Siakam makes that dunk look easy.
Thybulle on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. Scott kicks to Burks. Pass to Embiid. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. He gets it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Burks is such a smart defender. He's terrific.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers ahead, up 8. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
For me, it comes with blocking.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the 76ers, they've got Korkmaz. Embiid is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Burks in at the point guard. Left side, Gasol launches it. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are the guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
How about the aggressiveness of Rondé Hollis Jefferson? Go to work, young man.
The 76ers leading by 8. Burks looking around. Outside Robinson. Pass to Embiid. Outside Scott. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The offensive rebound. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Alec Burks continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a 2-guard.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Al Horford is checked in for Embiid, and Tobias Harris subbed in for Mike Scott. Then for the Raptors, Serge Ibaka is checked in for Gasol. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Terrence Davis.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The 76ers with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Boucher with the ball. Harris is there. From deep three-point range. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Robinson. Here's Milton. Another miss by Philadelphia. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Josh Richardson's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Burks. Raptors also changing it up. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. OG Anunoby comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Lowry in for Norman Powell.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Siakam finds Anunoby.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Simmons with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Siakam. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Harris.
I mean, the improvement that we've seen from Siakam, it's like nothing else I've ever seen. He's a huge reason for the success of this Raptors team.
Greg, in 2 short years, this guy triples his output from the floor. He goes from a guy who was getting spot minutes, couldn't really get into the rotation, to an all-star. The transition game, his ability to use that speed, and then his approach, the work habits, both of those 2 things have been critical to his growth.
Van Vliet, right side. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
And the 76ers making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. Back to Simmons. Out to Harris. Fires the 3. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Toronto. It's a 10-point game. Thibault, the pass to Simmons. The dish now to Horford. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
I love it when Al Horford is challenging defenders to stay with him. Use your physicality, big man.
Stolen away. Here's Simmons. Thibault on the wing. Horford in the post. And so it's the Philadelphia set. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was Joel Embiid who got hot in the first. He had 14 points. And
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So for Toronto right now, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Ibaka in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Philadelphia leading by 12. Richardson dishes to Embiid. On the wing, Harris. Back to Embiid. Outside, Horford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Kept alive. Raptors trail by 12. Siakam kicks to Ibaka. Back to Siakam. Van Vliet against Simmons. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Count that one from Van Vliet.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Harris, no good.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred Van Vliet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Simmons passes to Embiid, and yes, it's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Robinson comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Ben Simmons. And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game. Rig, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
I'm glad you included the two LA teams.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Davis, the pass to Boucher. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Glenn Robinson III, and it's Burks in for Richardson.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Outside, Davis connects from three-point range. Davis has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Raptors. 76ers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. To the middle, Gasol with the steal. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
You call that power basketball by Hollis Jefferson. He's willing to go right through the foul.
Yeah, Horford's checked in for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Shake Milton. Burks against Gasol. Burks kicks to Korkmaz. Buries the long-range jumper. Korkmaz has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. They trail by 9 points. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Davis. Clock at 6. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Thybulle, the pass to Burks. Powell with the steal. Down low. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Some of that is about the chemistry that Rondé Hollis Jefferson has with his teammates, right? It's infectious when you share the basketball.
Thybulle, the pass to Embiid. Rejected by Gasol. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
The first one falls.
Well, I think what I like about Hollis Jefferson is he can contribute just a little bit of everything. This guy's got a tremendous motor.
Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Simmons comes in for Alec Burks. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. Fred Van Vliet is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Terrence Davis. Right side Lowry. Now the pass to Van Vliet. And again, Toronto no luck. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Korkmaz in the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Van Vliet left side. And stolen by Thybulle. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Siakam against Harris. Outside for Lowry. Here's Ibaka. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, you look at the frame and the physicality of Serge Ibaka. This guy is a hard-nosed player, and he finds a way to power through it.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Robinson comes in for Korkmaz, and it's Richardson in for Matisse Thybulle.
And with Kyle Lowry, the assist numbers don't jump off the page at you, but he has fantastic vision, and his decision-making is also elite.
Greg, for me, what stands out about Kyle Lowry is his willingness to adjust his game based on what his team needs. There's been times in his career where he's been a go-to scorer, and his three-point shooting can be infectious to his team. That toughness on the drive really strikes you. But there's also been times where he takes a back seat to scoring and says, all right, time to get my guys involved. He can do either.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Johnson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Thomas subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Richardson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Richardson against Van Vliet. Johnson outside. This one for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
The 3 from Johnson. Raptors get it back. And Siakam throws it down.
What I love is this guy gives you all-out effort every minute he's on the floor. Pascal Siakam getting second chance opportunity there.
Robinson against Van Vliet. Here's Horford. Lays it up off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 11.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Toronto working the ball around now. Van Vliet can't get it to go. 76ers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Richardson no luck. Raptors trail by 11. There's the triple. And Fred Van Vliet gets the 3.
Well, I mean, listen, Fred Van Vliet, you can practically close his eyes. That's how comfortable he is out on the arc.
Simmons with it. He dishes it to Harris. Back to Simmons. Harris draws the double. Just 5 on the clock. The putback, it's good on the putback.
A substantial, towering presence. Simmons creates second chance opportunities night in and night out.
Gasol finds Van Vliet. Siakam, right side. Johnson from outside. Simmons pulls it in. Philadelphia leading by 10. Horford up top. Back to Simmons. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Simmons got 6 here in this quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Philadelphia.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
Well, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Let's remember, in Marc Gasol, we have got a guy who has worked hard on both his body and his game. We are talking about a former Defensive Player of the Year here.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
Scott the pass to Robinson. Back to Scott. In the corner, it's Robinson. 5 to shoot. A three-pointer off the mark. So it's the 76ers winning this one easy. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
look up to NBA 2K League pros, look up to the competitive scene. What advice would you give to upcoming players that are maybe interested in competing or trying to join the 2K League?
What I tell everybody that messages me or if they hit me up, I just tell them just to perfect your craft. Like, I know it's a video game at the end of the day.
Let's be starting at center. And as things...
Kevin, thanks.
Oh, you know what? I love that work ethic. Thanks, D.A. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Irving. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Now here's Durant. A three-pointer, no good. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Irving. Anunoby sends it back.
Showing signs of being a high-level defender. Anunoby can guard multiple positions and challenge shots.
And here are the Nets.
And you look over the course of Kyle Lowry's career, he's bounced around for quite some time, but boy, has he found a home in Toronto.
And you know, GA, a few summers back, had a chance to leave, but he stayed with the Toronto Raptors. What a decision that was. Reason why? He helped lead this team to their first title. Kyle Lowry's beloved by this franchise. He'll go down as one of the all-time great Raptors.
Irving finds KD, and that one is off.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Anunoby against Dinwiddie. Now, here's Anunoby. Guarded closer. Siakam misses.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days. Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Exactly what you want from that play. Get it to Serge where he can simply rise and fire.
For 3, Durant. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
For 3, VanVleet. He can't hit that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's LeVert. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Kicks it out to VanVleet. Trains it from beyond the arc.
You have to respect Fred's range. If not, he'll make you pay.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Irving. It's LeVert on the wing. To the middle. Here's Durant. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
And the pass to Lowry. Dinwiddie against VanVleet. To the wing right side. From deep. Anunoby, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Durant kicks to LeVert. And stolen by Siakam. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. VanVleet outside. Lowry has the open look. They get it back. Ibaka, and he banks in the layup. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the night.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
They get it again. Allen dishes to Irving. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. The Nets working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. To the right side. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And it's LeVert missing. Raptors leading by 5. Here's Lowry. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Knocks it loose. Siakam with it. Guarded now by Irving. Passes it to Anunoby. Trying to find Van Vliet and gets it to him. Nice open look, but it's no good. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And Irving with the basket on the assist from KD.
Tremendous focus by Kyrie. Doesn't let the contact throw him off.
And Siakam has it in the corner. And Brooklyn turns it over again. And stolen by Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Luwawu. And he converts the layup.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the 2nd round a few years ago.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Norman Powell. Marc Gasol is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Terrence Davis. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Gasol, no good. The Nets with the lead. Luwawu, the pass to Prince. Here's Luwawu. Jordan inside. He's up against Gasol. No good from Jordan.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. Powell with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game break wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Toronto trailing. Pass to Boucher. Back to Powell. Right side, Gasol. Davis gets a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And the Raptors lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Davis inside, guarded by Jordan. Fires the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Outside, Irving. Harris outside. From deep. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. The Raptors have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside, Gasol. Boucher finds Davis, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good. So for the Nets, Allen's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Taurean Prince. And Caris LeVert subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. OG Anunoby's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Powell.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Durant, and KD throws it down.
He loves to fire up his team with the big finish. KD rocking the rim.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And Toronto making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Lowry. Siakam for 3. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. 1:12 left here in the second. No good. Shot missing. Toronto's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Three-pointer, Lowry. And again, Toronto no up. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You know, he's still slender, but KD's gotten a lot stronger. You have to wrap him up early. You can't let him get the shot off.
For Brooklyn, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Dinwiddie's checked in for Brooklyn. 54 seconds left in the first half of the game. And Ibaka kicks to Anunoby. And again, Toronto no up. The Nets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Durant, a putback, and staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Siakam finds Anunoby. The Nets have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And then Durant with the dunk.
You know, people underestimate the speed of Durant. He gets up court quickly.
Pass to Anunoby. And Lowry has it in the corner. And the Raptors miss again. Outside Durant. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were always within striking distance. Thanks for joining.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. That's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2.
You see how quickly Durant sets up for the catch-and-shoot shot, giving the defense no chance.
Count that bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Raptors trail by 7.
And Pascal Siakam can absolutely score in bunches. Put up 25 in a quarter last season. And when he gets going, look out.
GA, when Pascal Siakam is on, it seems like he's involved in every play. Must stay consistent. But you know what? He's a special player who can carry a team to win on any given night.
And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Irving can't hit. In Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. It's tipped. Van Vliet passes to Thomas. Gasol kicks to Thomas. 6 to shoot. And there's the pass to Van Vliet. 3-pointer. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
Comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations. Fred does a lot of things for this team. Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Here's Thomas. Rebounded by the Nets. KD's got 5 rebounds tonight. Dinwiddie finds KD. Whoa, hammering it in!
One more for the highlight reel. KD with the skyscraper.
Van Vliet outside. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Luwawu subbed in for Caris LeVert. Now here's Pound. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
him. And he makes the first. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. To the inside, Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
One of the premier above-the-rim players in the game, DeAndre Jordan, doing what he does best.
Over to the wing, 3-pointer. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Irving against Ibaka. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Out to Harris. Here's Irving. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Luwawu. Raptors also changing it up. OG Anunoby comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Lowry in for Davis. And Durant puts up a deep three. That doesn't go either for KD.
And he has been ice cold from from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Raptors trail by 6. Outside Lowry. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. He's looking for Prince and finds him. Outside Durant, 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And then Durant with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Out to KD. Fires from deep. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 8.
Yeah, this is Jordan's mindset, trying to extend the play and convert that effort into points.
He got it up. That one doesn't go. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Red Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward spot. Shots good by Siakam.
Such a fluid mover off the bounce. Siakam gets to his spot before the defense can react.
Dinwiddie dishes to Jordan. KD passes to Allen. Over Siakam. Allen kicks to KD. Jordan trying to free himself up. Passes to LeVert. Here's Dinwiddie. Poked away. Beyond the arc. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Dinwiddie. Durant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets. Pass to Anunoby. And the shot is long.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
KD with the bucket. Raptors trail by 13 to the paint. Pass to LeVert. Inside. Fast break. Here they come. KD, that's for 2. And then Durant with the dunk.
Slashing in for the hammer. KD showing how to punish the rim.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. Floats it up there for Siakam.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Nets leading by 13. Dinwiddie passes to KD. And Gasol sends it back.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Durant for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Chalked up 2 there. And it's 8 points for Siakam.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Raptors trail by 14. To the inside. The A deep three from Durant. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Caris LeVert. And the Raptors also making a change. Ibaka's checked in. Left side Durant. Here's the 3. They get it back. Harris gets to Durant. Second shot opportunity, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. KD's got 35.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nets.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for KD.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
From deep three-point range, but they get it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. Still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Thomas outside. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And here are the Nets. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. The 3. He doesn't hit that one. Here's McCall. Thomas passes to McCall. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt. And David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
hey, there's not too much you can do, but like you can get your shot down packed to where like you hit your shot every single time you're open. You can practice dribbling, you can do all the little things, and don't be afraid. I know this.
A look from above the incredible City Hall building here. And let's...
Kevin, thanks. Coach.
Absolutely, DA. Thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Caris LeVert. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. The wide open look for Durant. Doesn't go for him. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Outside, Horford. Ball's knocked loose. And now it's Allen. Running. He can go all the way. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And so Horford will bring it up for the 76ers.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement. His agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Kicks it out to Richardson. 4 on the shot clock. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. KD drives in. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Now Simmons after the missed 3 from KD. To the middle. Here's Horford. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And that one's good, Irving.
Well, I love LeVert's demeanor. Even under pressure, this guy stays calm and just does his job.
And here's Harris from the arc. Offensive rebound. Horford the pass to Simmons. Now here's Embiid. KD with it. Picked up by Harris. LeVert kicks to Durant. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Irving passes to Allen. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Embiid. Right side Simmons, and they double up Simmons. Embiid. Rebound Brooklyn.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Allen kicks to Durant. The 3. And Simmons with the rebound.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now here is Harris. Dishes to Horford. It's tipped. Outside Durant. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Richardson. And it's Burks in for Simmons. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for LeVert. And it's Jordan atop the key. Back to Dinwiddie. Nets passing it around. Harris passes to Dinwiddie. Irving up top. Burks covering. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here's Embiid. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 5 on the clock. Korkmaz, no good.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Prince misses.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Jordan finds Irving. On the wing, Irving. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Goes back up. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Irving passes to Harris. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Alec Burks. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
That's good from Harris.
You know, he was waived after his second year in the league, guys, but Joe Harris didn't let that stop him. He improved his skills, and he's carving out a nice career for himself.
And so it's Brooklyn looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. There. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Kyrie Irving is out there with Luwawu, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Irving kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Irving passes to Luwawu. Back to Irving. Over Embiid. Irving can't get it to go. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You pick up Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Al Horford is checked in for the 76ers. Simmons comes in for Burks. And the Nets making a change here as well. KD's checked in for Taurean Prince. Snatched away. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Horford. Hilton the pass to Horford. That shot off, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. Takes the 3. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Durant, no good.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. Down low, here's Jordan. He dishes it to Durant. Out to Harris. Simmons against KD. Shot clock at 6. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Simmons finds Harris. The 76ers need to get off a shot. A shot by Milton, no good.
and he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Glenn Robinson III, and it's Richardson in for Shake Milton. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Ben Simmons. Here's KD. Dinwiddie dishes to Allen. Jacks up a three. Let's keep it alive. A three ball. Outside, KD. Nailed from three-point land. Durant's got 5.
Just was a step beyond the half-court line. Durant a threat to let it fly. Great range.
Richardson the pass to Harris.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it. Horford grabs the ball and immediately gets into a shot. You got to prepare with your feet and then be ready with your hand.
Thybulle with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. Pass to Thybulle. That shot no good. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area. The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. I mean, he just oozes that kind of attraction. I mean, his potential, unlimited.
Now, here's Thybulle. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Brooklyn. 13 points.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 13-point lead. And that's...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. The 76ers trail by 13. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
Passes it to Horford. Back to Simmons. To the paint. Here's Harris. Feeds it to Horford. The pass to Embiid. The rebound by the Nets. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Horford the pass to Embiid. Simmons on the wing. Irving with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Allen leading the charge. Durant, that's good.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Durant. Joe Harris comes in for Caris LeVert. And Luwawu subbed in for Dinwiddie. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. Some changes for Philadelphia. Robinson comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Richardson.
The 76ers, Glenn Robinson III.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Prince is checked in. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
On the wing, Harris. Jordan trying to free himself up. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Clock at 6. Ball stolen. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Here's Embiid. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Embiid's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact. Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Burks for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Burks has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
We're real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. There's the feed to Harris. Nice D from Scott. And the foul on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the 76ers. Tobias Harris is checked in for Scott. And it's Richardson in for Burks. The Nets also changing it up. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Jordan. Caris LeVert comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Out to the right wing. Embiid against Allen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Harris from the arc. They grab their own miss. Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And at 250 lbs, Embiid is a terror inside, using that large frame to draw those fouls.
2 shots.
And Embiid drops them both. Nets leading by 18. The deep three from Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Harris drives in. Allen against Embiid. To the middle. Off with the layup. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And so it's Brooklyn holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And their ability to get... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Nets shooting has been wayward so far, only 37% from the floor. So for Brooklyn now, Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center, and it's Prince in its small forward.
Methodical and productive from mid-range. Few players in the NBA shoot it like Kevin Durant.
Simmons against Dinwiddie. And too long on the shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's hauled in by the 76ers. Horford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thibault, the pass to Richardson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Richardson's got his first points of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
They get the rebound. Allen finds LeVert from past the arc. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3. And the Nets lead by 21.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Count the basket.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Horford kicks to Simmons. Lays it up off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside Durant. Shoots. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Durant's got 12 points in just the second half.
And in the first half, it was a struggle offensively, shooting a very low percentage, but it hasn't prevented them from grabbing the lead. And now they're shooting it much better here in the second.
The shot misses. Brooklyn leading by 21. Inside, here's Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Dinwiddie against Simmons. Left side Harris. Stolen by LeVert. Dinwiddie kicks to LeVert. Count it. Good. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
He gets it in there.
With Simmons, the closer, the better. I mean, he's confident from this area of the floor.
Dinwiddie with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Durant, and it's good off the back rim and in. Durant's got 13 points in just this quarter.
You can see right now the defense running out of ideas. They cannot seem to slow him down.
This is a scoring clinic 101 style. I mean, he has really got it going right now.
And the call will be against Caris LeVert. That's his first foul. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And then for Brooklyn, Joe Harris comes in for Taurean Prince. And Irving subbed in for Caris LeVert. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. The Nets have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Brooklyn.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for KD.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
And that one misses. So it's Brooklyn now. Pass to Temple. Puts up a three. Sinks the triple.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Crawford passes to Karuch. Over to the wing. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
And both free throws good for Temple. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the inside. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Simmons.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Nets ball.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony.
know this. I know like sometimes in the community people don't like to give credit. They don't like to say they learned something from other people. But I never played power forward a day in my life. So when people were saying, "Oh,"
look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Ibaka. VanVleet kicks to Siakam. Outside Lowry. 6 on the shot clock. Anunoby, no good.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fading.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
Oh, boy, they'd like to redo that pass. I mean, bad way to lose a possession.
Here's Philadelphia. Stolen by VanVleet. And oh, here we go. Lowry, nobody back. Finished off the break.
Yeah, understands when to make the right play. Lowry refused to let the fast break opportunity go to waste.
Passes it to Simmons. Down low, Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. It's hauled in by the 76ers. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Horford. He can't get that one, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Pull-up jumper. Connects. The jumper drops. Lowry's got his second bucket of the night.
And those reflexes never let Lowry down. He was primed for that shot.
On the wing, Harris to the paint. Here's Horford. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Pass to Ibaka. Pass to VanVleet. Lowry from outside. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
You know, that was a time when three-point shooting was a liability for Lowry. But the guy has put in the time, and now he is a solid option from deep.
Now here's Simmons. Inside. Horford the pass to Richardson. 76ers moving the ball around. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts, or opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Foul for 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
I'm trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Boucher finds Davis. In the corner, Powell with it. Left side, Davis. There's the pass to Boucher. Just 4 to shoot. Burks against Davis. The 76ers trail. to the inside. The kick out to Scott. Outside Robinson to the middle. Here's Embiid, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And this is a testament to the concentration Embiid possesses. I mean, he's able to finish despite getting bodied up.
Powell, the pass to Boucher. Here is Davis. Pass to Boucher. And Gasol now top of the key. The three from Davis. They get it back. At the elbow, it's Gasol. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Showing the muscle. Gasol skilled at powering through the contact and finishing.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Works for three. And the 76ers get it back. Toronto's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Embiid with the steal. Now Thibault. No good with the triple. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And that one released in time, but no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his...
The way he plays defensively, you know what he's...
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019. Largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Joel Embiid. Korkmaz is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Alec Burks, and it's Milton in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Davis. 6 to shoot. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Scott, good. Scott's got the lead up to 1 now for Philadelphia.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Boucher kicks to Davis. Outside Gasol. To the right side. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And the 3 off target. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Milton. Hits the 3-point bomb. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
You can make a coach panic when you take a 3 on the break, but as a good shooter with nobody on him, he's got to take that shot.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Mike Scott. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Richardson, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Alec Burks. And so he hits the technical free throw. Alec Korkmaz standing 6'7". Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now here's Richardson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside, Simmons. To the paint. Here's Horford. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. The 76ers leading by 4. Right side, Simmons. O'Quinn. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent at looking to get them going.
Van Vliet outside. And the Raptors miss again.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Horford's shot is good. And now it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Out to the wing. Lobs it up for Lowry. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Horford.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And a wide open look for Siakam. And he's good on the 3-ball. Siakam's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Down low, Horford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Well, I love how Horford has changed his game over time. I mean, now a floor spacing big who also brings leadership to the locker room.
And finished off by Siakam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. In the corner, it's Richardson. Another miss by Philadelphia. Raptors trail by 4. Up the floor, here's Van Vliet for 3, Siakam. And Simmons with the rebound. 76ers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Horford's got 6 points in the quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man, and guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
Pass to O'Quinn, 18 feet out. The shot comes out.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Fred Van Vliet out there with Thomas. And it's Johnson in at the 3. It's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Oh, man, the awareness and the IQ of Horford look so adept at getting the ball to his open teammates.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Drops in the tray. Van Vliet's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
Simmons dishes to Horford. And no good. Good work defensively by Gasol. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for Toronto. And Siakam throws it down. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And the dunk by Embiid.
The chemistry Embiid has with his guys. I mean, he seems to know exactly when to go for these alley-oops. And everyone wants to...
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Right side Horford, 13 feet away. The second chance effort, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 15 points.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the boards.
Left side Thomas. There's the three. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Outside Gasol. It's stolen by Harris. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. And a slam dunk by Richardson. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Offside Thomas. Gasol passes to Thomas. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Those three-pointers off the mark. The 76ers lead. Harris inside, covered by Van Vliet. Simmons against Siakam. Harris passes to Horford. Shot clock at 6. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The 76ers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Powell finds Ibaka. Back to Powell. Toronto working the ball around now. Lowry for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Embiid. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Embiid's got 9 points now in just the second half. Outside Lowry. The pass to Ibaka. Lowry kicks to Davis. Cuts off the pass. Now the 76ers on the break, pushing it up. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
It's Korkmaz in the corner. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And that one is off. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside. The length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Davis. And then for Philadelphia, and Robinson III comes in for Embiid, and it's Shake Milton in for Burks. Now here's Thibault. He's covered closely. A shot by Milton, no good. Powell kicks to Hollis-Jefferson. Horford against Anunoby. Hollis-Jefferson with it. And stolen by Thibault. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Powell on the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Shake Milton is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Robinson in at the 3 spot. To the wing on the left. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Ibaka. Clock at 6. To the left wing. Good work defensively by Horford. The 76ers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. And it's blocked, but they recover it. Passes it to Thibault. Back to Horford. Another shot. That one wide left.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. To tie it up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Horford.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. Red Van Vliet comes in for Norman Powell. Josh Richardson's checked in for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And they're able to recover. And he comes up with the deuce. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. A 2-point game. Hollis-Jefferson kicks to Lowry. Pass to Van Vliet. To the inside. And stolen by Simmons. Now the 76ers on the break. Harris with the ball. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
The physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Toronto shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Floats it up there for Siakam. Stolen by Robinson. 3-on-3. And a wide open look for Simmons. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry. Raptors trail by 4. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Robinson for 3. It's good from long range. And the 76ers lead by 7. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Marc Gasol is checked in for Ibaka. Stanley Johnson comes in for Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Matt Thomas in for Kyle Lowry. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid, he's checked in for Robinson. And stolen by Siakam. And oh, here we go with Thomas. Nobody back. And then Thomas with the jam.
And a reason Siakam was named the NBA's most improved player back in 2019. Defense. I mean, great at anticipation on that steal.
Simmons dishes to Horford. Here's Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Embiid's got 11 in the second half. Raptors trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Simmons passes to Richardson. Back to Simmons. Embiid kicks to Harris. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Catch and drain. Harris is a dead-eye shooter. He provides great space.
And Siakam throws it down.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Embiid, the pass to Horford. Back to Embiid. Inside. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Thomas, it's a wide open look. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Simmons passes to Richardson. Yep, that one goes.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
Thomas. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Simmons against Van Vliet. Simmons dishes to Horford. Back to Simmons. Thomas against Richardson. And it's Horford with the extra effort. Horford's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
Oh, man, you love to see that kind of effort on the offensive boards. Horford might be into his 30s, but he still brings energy.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it